Thursday, they thirst for more because they didn't drink Jesus' message of the living water. I am the High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, yogi, guru, evangelist, North American Sybil, messenger of God, the first child of God. I am the Lilith reincarnated on a thirsty Thursday. And that's exactly what we ran into. Some thirsty bitches. I want to explain to you how I just completely humiliated this woman publicly and shamed her in front of the entire store for all to see, but especially in front of her children. What did you do? I just let the truth out. What happened? I was walking through Target to go get ginger ale and some chips for my son that I promised him. And as I walked by, there's this really prissy bougie bitch and her really prissy bougie children standing in front of the cereal display, and they want a box of the Crave cereal. And the bitch says, "It's got 12 grams of sugar, that's just too much," and walks away. And I couldn't take it. Is this your business? No, I made it my business. Why? Because I stood up for those kids. So I bitched about it as I walked around in circles, hoping that I wouldn't, you know what I mean, just bitching about it. But then I ran right back into her. And rather than keeping it or keeping my mouth quiet, I lit her ass up right there in the produce. She grabbed her kids and left immediately. I said, "Look, I'm a psychic, and I heard what you said over there about the 12 grams of sugar. Why are you denying them sugar?" Right? She doesn't say shit. I was like, "Does that make you a good mother by keeping them away from what they want?" I said, "He's going to grow up and be a sugar-hungry jerk because you're denying him the ability to enjoy things of this life." It's like, "Does his grandmother give him sugar? Does this make you a good mother?" Right? So then she takes her kid and she runs off. Yeah, run, bitch. Run. Because you're wrong. You should have gave him why can't they have a typical box of fucking children's cereal? But then it got good. She goes to check out, and the first thing she grabs out of her cart is an enormous bottle of wine. Said they can't have sugar in their cereal, but you can sit there and drink it as an alcoholic right in front of them, glass after glass, and that makes you a good mother? You gluten-free vegan bitch? Yeah, I let her ass have it in front of everyone. In front of everyone. And then my daughter Googles it. I said, "How much sugar is in a glass of wine?" She says 5 grams.
And there's 5 glasses in a line.
And 5 glasses. Now, as we go to get in our line, I've got an elderly woman that's leaving my line because she needs to purchase a bottle of wine. This woman's about 70 years old. It's Thursday, you thirsty bitches. This is your lifestyle of the bougie. Are you serious right now? This is what you do after the hard day, is you get yourself loaded to make it through your night. And I told her, I said, "You need to stop fucking projecting on your children. Did you have a happy life without sugar? Why can't they have sugar? You're gonna give them diabetes like that, denying them the fucking, the actual minerals and fucking, excuse me, the things that they need." And I just want to point it out. You guys fucking, she's out here trying to look like a good mom. You look like a fucking dipshit to me. You look like a fucking terrible mother. And your kids are being denied the fucking normal things of life because you're trying to impress who? Pinterest? Who? You're too good for sugar? You're too good for milk? You're too good for meat? Bitch, you ain't good. You are so not good when you're over there sucking on your bottle. And I let her have it right in front of her children, bro. And her children are going to know, dang, that woman stood up. And that's what I don't mind. She stood up to my mom when my mom said no. I sure the fuck did. You deserve that fucking bowl of cereal, bro. I'm sorry that you have such a cunt-ass mom that fucking gets drunk at night. And so I did that. And I'm like, I told Amelia, I was like, the second she cracks that bottle, bro, that shit's going to crack her from the inside out. The second she takes a sip of it, she's going to relive every minute of that fucking that exchange. That she can sit there and feed herself sugar, but she can't feed it to her children. That her fucking alcohol intake is okay, but they can't have regular breakfast like normal children. You second-rate, projecting ass, fucking pretending ass hoe. As she's sitting there covered in tattoos and shit, she acts like she's not, you know what I mean? Like she ain't got a past. Bitch, please. How much sugar is in your coffee? And that's it. She just does that to, you know what I mean, to control her children's lives. Who's another one that I love doing that? It's funny because what did you say to me yesterday? These crunchy roll moms? She tries to describe to me what these women are. And I said, oh, I know one for sure. And I tell her, I take her over to fucking Bridget Fitt's page. And the second I open her page, she's over there trying to project that she's not one of these crunchy bitches. That she's not the over extreme crunchy bitch. Bitch, you're over the fucking top, bitch. You're too good for the shit they sell at the store, and you think you're good because you have to sit there and, you know what I mean, blend it yourself. Bitch, please. You're just trying to look cool and pass your day. Meanwhile, your man's passing on all this bullshit. He wants a big fat cheeseburger just like your kids. They don't want your gluten-free shit, and they definitely want you to put on deodorant while you're walking around the house. You hippie bitch. You hippie bitch. Oh, I got you some aluminum. Bitch, please. I bet your White Claw is in an aluminum can right now. Right? And this another bitch that's popping bottles. Popping bottles, bro. You tell me that bitch ain't popping bottles. Every time she goes out, she's having a drink with her friends. You don't know how to enjoy yourself without poisoning yourself is the point of this. And yet you're going to stand there and poison yourself and judge everyone else that puts anything good in their body. I hope she never forgets it, and I hope her children never forget it either. Her children saw that she was wrong. And that's what happens is the kids don't know, bro. They live by these adult rules. They live by this idea that your parents are all right until someone comes in and shows you that your parents were never right. And I showed them. Why? I don't know, because I had an attitude. Don't fuck with me. In the essence, she wasn't doing them any good by denying them sugar. Do you think they don't have sugar? We're talking Charlie and the Chocolate Factory here. You think that they go to school and other kids, you know what I mean? Other kids have sugar and they're like, you know, you think they don't want a fucking any of that? They wanted it. And she denied them what they wanted because she wanted to look like a good mother. That makes you a good mother? Were they going to kill themselves with a box of cereal? No. But what's mentally wrong with your children that they can't have sugar in their life? You can't control them after a candy bar. You're not supposed to. How much sugar is in your coffee? How much sugar is in your tea? How much sugar is in your wine? But yet you want to fucking sit there and project onto someone and tell them how much they can have. Who the fuck is reading that shit? A skinny bitch that's trying to fucking count calories. Fine, count your own, but don't do that to these children. Because then they turn out to be arrogant adults that try to project on us because of what you taught them. You taught them such a healthy lifestyle. These health freaks, I'll drown them in Nutella. Fucking health freaks. You can't come. You don't eat cake. You're not part of the party. We're not doing gluten-free or vegetarian for your very special fucking, you know, nutritional needs. Sorry, your mom made you this way, programmed you to be a fucking carnivore. I mean, a herbivore. That's not how we were created, and that's why you have all of these health issues. Because you're not getting the fucking nutrients you need. Who the fuck made this lady a nutrition guide? Oh, it might probably be her fucking, you know, her physical fitness coach. That her husband pays for because he's tired of fucking her flabby ass. So then she projects it on her two little kids that just want a fucking, you know, a good bowl of cereal. This bitch probably makes her kids eat just like Crunchyroll over there. Has to make, you know what I mean, eat their oatmeal and stupid shit. They're not allowed real good foods. When those kids get out of your house, bro, and they find out what fast food is and sugar and life, bro, they're never coming back to your shit-ass fucking Thanksgiving dinner, bitch. Nobody wants your fucking fake-ass, tofu-ass, bunk-ass fucking food that you tell yourself, you force your kids to eat and tell them it's good. When they find out what good is, they're going to know that you're bad. Those kids are going to grow up and say, my mom never let me eat fucking box cereal. And then you're going to meet a girl and say, I hate your mom. Your mom's controlling and possessive. How could she not let you enjoy a box of cereal? As to the rest of you, don't do that when you have children. Don't try to be something you're not. And don't destroy their lives trying to make them something that you want them to be. Let them enjoy their fucking childhood, bro. Because when they get to your age, then they have to tell themselves they can't have such things. Just because you can't have sugar because you drink too much of it in your wine doesn't mean they can't. They're children. There's nothing wrong with those children that they can't have a bit of sugar. Where's their grandmother that wants to give them a cupcake when you're not looking? A fucking fruit roll-up? A cookie? Or did your mom raise you like this and she's one of those health freaks and you just keep passing on this generational curse of perfection? I don't know. But I burnt the shit out of that bitch. Burnt the shit out of that bitch. And she will hear those words for the rest of her life. Every time she tells her kids no over sugar, she will remember me. She will remember my face. And she will look around to see who's listening to her tell her kids no. Every time that she pops a bottle, her kids are going to look at her and remember what I said about how much sugar is in that bottle. They're going to remember that she was fucking greedy and that she's allowed to have it, but not her, but not them. They're going to remember this day forever. And that's what I do. I leave a memory. I leave an imprint on the people that I cross, for good or for bad, but that was good. That'll change them forever. She will never not hear that voice in her head. What was that? That's the voice of God, bro. Be nice to your children. But I had to talk like that because you know what? You don't hear God. You had to hear some loud bitch in Target tell you, for God, tell you to be nice to your fucking children. And that's to the rest of you. Stop denying them a childhood because you want to be a good parent. You want to perceive yourself as a good parent to the crunchy rolls, the almonds, the fucking gluten-frees, the all green bitches. Bitch, you're out here looking jealous, dude. Super green. And that's what I find very funny, is every single one of these fucking health freak bitches is pounding the alcohol. I just wanted to share that with you. I'm going to move on from that and just tell you, yeah, I'm putting people in their place today. I'm gonna put you right in your place today, bro. You go in your place. Get the fuck out of my space. Go back to wherever you came from with that shit, bro. Don't come out here thinking you're not being seen. And that's what it is. I make people know that they're seen. They are very unaware of what they're doing in public, and I make them very aware of what they're doing in public. She didn't see nothing wrong with her being a bitch like that to her children until I told her. You're a cunt. Why couldn't they have a bowl of cereal, bro? 12 grams of sugar, that's just too much. Bitch, you should see how much sugar I put in my fucking coffee. Get the fuck out. How much sugar, and that's why I got her. How much sugar is in your fucking wine bottle? Those kids want to empower themselves. They're going to start walking around her and counting her sugar intake. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. How come you got to have 35 grams of sugar today and I couldn't have 10 in my bowl of cereal? Cunt. What a cunt. I just had to point that out. You guys are some cunt-ass bitches. Men don't act like this. This is a cunt-ass bitch. A perfectionist that's trying to compete with other mothers. All of you are losing. And when your kids come to my house, they're really going to enjoy themselves. I'm giving them everything. Why? Because they deserve it. That's what a good parent is. You know, our parents suck because they couldn't give us the finer things in life. All your kids asked you for was a bowl of fucking cereal, bitch. But that's insulting to your fucking nutritional habits. You're an insult, dude, to being a mother, bro. They don't ask for much. They really don't. Some of them ask for a lot, and you're not supposed to give in to everything, but why couldn't they have a fucking bowl of cereal, bro? I'm sure if I sat there with her, she'd try to explain how, you know, they can't handle that much sugar. No, you can't handle your kids on sugar, bro, so you deny them. If they can't have sugar in their cereal, then that means they're having no sugar drinks. They're probably limited to their fruit intake, too, because fruit is filled with sugar. She's just being a bitch, bro. There's nothing wrong with those kids. Give them a fucking candy bar and send them outside. Let them go play. Make sure they brush their teeth so they ain't got no fucking cavities from the sugar. Be such a cunt. Anyways, I hate going outside. I hate people. I hate you all. And especially Target. Bunch of bougie ass bitches. Only thing worse than Walmart is a Target. Maybe if there was a Kmart, we could have said that. We could have put them in the conversation. At least fucking Walmart people are real. Target people are so fucking fake. Hey, I'll be up there. I just want to point that out. I can't stand y'all. And other people can't either. And they see you. They might not say nothing, But they'll get in their cars and they'll go home and they'll tell everybody about you. I'm gonna say it straight to your face, bro. I'm gonna say it straight to your face and I'm gonna tell everybody about you, bro. You are one hell of a fucking character. I cannot believe I crossed your path today. I can't believe God made people like you. I cannot believe it. I bet you didn't believe he made people like me either. You better watch your fucking tone, bitch, because I'm God's first daughter. What are you? His mistake that I'm here to clean up. Know that. And that's that solar plexus. I know who the fuck I am. Who the fuck are you? The ancestors of Cain. Because remember, Abel died. I don't like you guys. And only when you change will I care for you. I have to accept you at face value, but I don't have to stand in your face. I have to have compassion and all that, but I don't like you. What is the like? The fake fucking perception of what you put out on your skin? Make me ill. Ugh. Gross. Anyways, that's all. That's it. That's it. It's like, Lilith doesn't stay quiet. We don't stay quiet. I'm not keeping the peace. That's not what I do around here, bro. That's not it. I'm show compassion, love, understanding. I'm a healer. I'm a queen of cups. I'm all full of love and shit. But don't get any of this fucked up. And that's why there are always the triple aspects. No, there's many aspects to being a goddess. And there's twice as many for being God. You are one-dimensional. If there's a lesson to be learned, is pay attention to what you're projecting onto other people, how you're making rules and regulations for how other people should act, including your children. Question yourself, why did I tell them no? Why am I making it this way? Who made it this way? And that's it, it's just passed on. She read it somewhere, so now she executes it against her children. She executes her authority against her children. She's not doing them a favor. There's nothing wrong with her children, bro. There's something wrong with her that she won't let them have sugar. And I'm going to go back to the rest of you. How are you enabling or disabling people's ability to live? That's all I got to say about that. Laters, haters.
Aaron got a job as the